Did you know that 5,600 people are diagnosed with ALS every year? Let me explain to you a little about what ALS is in case you don't already know. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis is a rapidly progressive disease that affects anyone, anywhere, and the life expectancy is anywhere from 2 to 5 years. ALS attacks the nerve cells that are responsible for controlling the voluntary muscles, such as in the face, the arms, and the legs. Eventually, the ability for controlling movement is completely lost. I know the difficulties and experiences that someone faces when having been diagnosed with ALS. I had a cousin that was diagnosed with ALS in 2013 and passed away January of 2015. I've seen firsthand the effects that ALS has on someone. The disease moves really fast, strips away almost every ability to do anything for themselves, just within a few short months. But because it doesn't affect intelligence or the mind, they still have a fully functional brain to understand and know what's happening to them. Which is why those who are diagnosed with ALS usually struggle with depression. It's a hard battle to watch someone try fighting, and that's a fact. So, the 3 key points that I'll be discussing today are: what is ALS and what effects does it have on the body? How many people are diagnosed with ALS in a year? And what is the life expectancy for those who have ALS? Now let's talk about the effects ALS has on the body. ALS individuals lose their ability to move their arms, their legs, and body. ALS does not impair the mind or intelligence, but has been known to cause depression. ALS does not affect the ability to see, feel, hear, touch, or smell. People affected lose their ability to breathe when the diaphragm and chest wall fail. And more than 12,000 people in the U.S. have a definite diagnosis of ALS, for a prevalence of 3.9 cases per 100,000 people in the U.S. general population, according to data from National ALS Registry. So, how many people are diagnosed with ALS every year? Well, 5,600 people are diagnosed with ALS every year in the U.S. That is 466 people in just a month, and 15 people diagnosed per day. White men and women are more likely to be affected by ALS than African American men and women and Hispanics. But the disease is way more common in men than women. I've made a graph. Those that are diagnosed with ALS in a year. So, what is the life expectancy for those affected by ALS? As the population increases in ages, we can expect an increase in ALS to be way more common. 65% of people are expected to live 3 years. 20% of people are expected to live 5 years. And 10% of people are expected to live 10 years. 5% of people expected to live 20 years. Here's also a graph of the life expectancy. The life expectancy is not long at all. ALS is anticipated to be more common as the U.S. population grows and ages. Just remember, ALS can happen to anyone at any time. There's no stopping it, preventing it. It's a fast-acting and progressive disease, with people usually only lasting 2 to 5 years from the time the body was affected with ALS. Unfortunately, there is still no cure for ALS, but there is research and the hope for a cure soon. You can help by making donations to www.als.org to help find a cure.